Marcus Elliott arrived at Pinnacle Tech Solutions every night at 10 p.m. Long after the last employee had gone home, he carried a mop, a bucket, and a silence so deep that even the security guard had stopped noticing him. To everyone in that building, Marcus was invisible. He wore a faded grey uniform with a small name tag that nobody ever bothered to read. But Marcus noticed everything. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of small moments to change lives, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Kindness True Stories. Also, tell us in the comments where in the world are you watching from. He noticed which desk belonged to the lead engineer by the technical drawings pinned to the corkboard. He noticed the half-finished architectural blueprints left open on the conference table every Thursday night. And most of all, he noticed the problems in those blueprints that nobody seemed to be fixing. Marcus had once been an architectural engineer himself. He had graduated top of his class, won a regional design award at 26, and had dreams bigger than any building he had ever sketched. Then life happened all at once. His wife, Clara, was diagnosed with a rare illness 3 years into their marriage. The medical bills swallowed everything. The savings, the car, eventually the house. When Clara passed, she left behind only 2 things. A gentle smile that Marcus still saw every night before he closed his eyes, and a 7-year-old daughter named Lily, who had her mother's eyes and her father's stubborn heart. Marcus had no time to grieve properly. Lily needed school shoes, lunch money, a warm home, and a father who showed up. So Marcus showed up. He took the first job that fit around Lily's school hours, night cleaning at a corporate tower. The pay was modest but steady, the hours were silent, and it left his mornings free to walk Lily to school and help her with homework, before catching a few hours of sleep. He never complained, not once, not even when his back ached or when he overheard younger employees joke about the cleaning staff during late overtime hours. He simply mopped the floors, emptied the bins, wiped down the glass walls, and went home to his daughter. 3 months into the job, on a cold Tuesday night in November, Marcus was cleaning the executive conference room when he noticed the large, structural design spread across the main table. Pinnacle Tech was building a new headquarters, and the blueprints had been left out. Possibly forgotten, possibly careless. Marcus told himself not to look. He wiped the chairs, polished the table edges, and turned to leave. But something stopped him. A calculation error so significant that it made his stomach drop. The load-bearing column placement in the central atrium was off. Not slightly off, catastrophically off. If that building was constructed as drawn, the central glass ceiling could fail under standard weather stress within 5 to 7 years. Marcus stood there for a long moment. He was a cleaner. Nobody would listen to him. He could lose his job just for touching the blueprints. Lily's face flashed in his mind. He thought about the people who would one day work inside that building. He picked up a red marker from the table, wrote 3 lines of precise correction in the blueprint margin, drew the corrected column placement with steady hands, signed it only with the letter M, and walked out. The next morning, the CEO of Pinnacle Tech, a sharp woman named Diana Reeves, arrived early and found the markings. She was furious at first, assuming a vandal or a disgruntled employee. She called an emergency meeting with her engineering team. Within 20 minutes, her lead engineer had gone pale. The correction was right, completely, undeniably right. The error had been missed through 4 rounds of review. Diana reviewed the security footage that night. She watched a man in a grey uniform study the blueprints, calculate silently, and make corrections with the calm confidence of someone who had done it 1,000 times before. She tracked down the cleaning company the next morning and asked for the name of the employee who had worked that room. That evening, when Marcus arrived for his shift, Diana Reeves was waiting at the entrance. He almost turned around, thinking he was about to be fired. Instead, she extended her hand and said, "I have a lot of questions, but first, I want to say thank you. You may have saved lives." Marcus told her everything, about his degree, about Clara, about Lily, about the years of surviving instead of living. Diana listened without interrupting. When he finished, she was quiet for a moment, Then she said, "I'd like to offer you a position on our design team. A real one, with your name on the door." Marcus started the following Monday. He still walked Lily to school every morning. Now he walked a little taller. Lily asked him one night why he was smiling so much lately. He told her, "Because someone looked closely enough to see me." She nodded like she already understood. Sometimes the most brilliant light is found in the darkest, quietest corners. All it takes is one person willing to look. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to Kindness True Stories, where real courage, quiet strength, and the power of human kindness are always celebrated. Your support helps these stories reach more hearts.